Hey guys, welcome to Garth Williams Retouch once again. Today I'm gonna show you guys a retouch I did. I'm gonna show you guys another walkthrough of a retouch I did for a photograph I found on Model Mayhem. Courtesy Stefan Bourson. It was found in one of the challenge and contest forums on Model Mayhem, and I decided to do it. This is the end result that I came up with. You know, every once in a while I try to get out of the working mood and do one of these videos so that I remind myself that it's not just a job, it's something that I love to do. So I get to express all my creativity and not have to worry about any restrictions or I don't have to worry about anything that the client has to say or anything. And that's something I love to do. Which is why eventually I would like to have my own camera so that I can make my own decisions and not have to worry about what the client has to say. So this is the before and after, but this is the raw conversion. The skin tones, the raw conversion I made for the skin tones, and this is the final image. But this is the original image, and initially I knew from looking at the image, because how dark it was, there would be a whole lot of detail, whole lot of issues going on with the skin because of how dark it was. So I wanted to do it because usually those kind of images usually have this texture effect. In the final result, I made a really dramatic change. Looking at it next to the original, it kind of looks fake, but I still really like the end result by itself. And next to this, before and after. So let me show you guys what exactly was done. Here to get that final image. I'm not sure if I want to make this. Alright. So here we have the background. Here we have the background image. The raw conversion I made, and this is another raw conversion I made. This is what it looks like, and it was basically just to get some details in the eyeshadow and basically the shadow down in the corner here, and I was so dark you couldn't see anything. So it's a rough mask, nothing too serious, just to get some details going there. And then I made, well, this is not a raw conversion, this is just a levels adjustment to darken the background, and I changed the color of the background. I also made the teeth whiter. It was yellow, it was red actually. I made it whiter. I added some blues and some cyan, and also some green. Yes, I made it a bit whiter, or maybe a bit bluer I should say. Then I went on to make the image darker, bring down the highlights a bit, get some details out of the highlights. As you can see, I think I made some adjustments to the reds, and maybe just to the reds. I made the reds darker. Basically the reds were all in the highlights. Here I did my healing. There was a lot of healing. It took like 2 hours healing alone, and I should have spent more time healing because Dodge and Burn was a whole other 2 hours. but I should have spent more time healing. I ended up having to do more healing while retouching, but this is the healing I did. A lot of detailed healing. I removed this strand and these strands of hair. Hairs going here. It didn't really seem to do much, so I removed them. And a lot of little dots going on in the hair to remove. So that was the healing. And then, well, this is a very subtle effect. It's basically I made the water drop a little less yellow, because everything was so yellow. I just made it less yellow so it doesn't look fake. Yeah, I did a split frequency, and I blurred between the split just a little bit, not very, not a lot, just a little. That's very low, 54%. I blurred between the split, and then in this layer I attached I removed the highlights. I removed all of the highlights from the curve and clipped it onto the high pass and got this effect on the skin. I basically removed all the little oil, all the shiny, the wetness. I don't know exactly what to call it, but it basically took away the tiny, basically the highlights. It took away the highlights from the from the high pass, but it's masked, so it's not the entire image, so it doesn't look fake. Okay, so that was this. It made the image a bit blotchy, but dodge and burn would fix it. Yeah, so that was that. Then I added a inverted high pass just to smooth things out a bit on the face here. The image isn't completely smooth, but this is what I did. Then this is my dodging and burning. My dodging and burning was very dramatic. This is my entire dodging and burning. I completely shifted the light to bring the focus to this part of the area of the face. Completely shifted the light. Here you can see some of my details. Okay, this is not dodging and burning. This is basically just, this is a healing layer, cloning layer, sorry. But this here is basically my dodging and burning. And this is the effect. Obviously it left some color, it left some errors in color basically. The color is basically all over the place. It's not consistent, and not how it should be. So that was my dodging and burning. Now this is my change thus far. Then I went in the, I think I changed the background, yes. I completely changed the background here because the background was a little blotchy looking, and I added a noise layer to remove the banding. There was some banding. The noise is a bit dramatic, but it still helps. And here I did some healing on the hair. As you can see, around this area I did some healing and more dodge and burn. This is just a, okay, this has nothing on it, so I can delete that. Here I added a level just to return the focus back to this area, a very subtle effect. I reduced to 40%, so. And then here's my gradient map, just to even out the skin tones. Everything is yellow now, even the water droplets. I didn't notice, but the water droplets got some yellow on it as well. But this is my gradient map, and here I even out the lip color. Sorry. Here even out the lip color. It's a very subtle effect, almost invisible. No, sorry. As you can see, before, after, before, after. I even know the lip color. And here I did some global changes, some color changes. Before and after, before and after. So let me go through each step with you. Basically here, I'm not sure what I did. Red, I think this is just, okay, this is nothing. So here I did a color balance. Basically I wanted to adjust the highlights and some shadows and midtones individually. So specifically the highlights as well, because I thought the highlights were just yellow and kinda looked fake. So I wanted to make it a different color, and I choose a kind of greenish cyan effect for the highlights. Yeah, cyan and blue. I added some cyan and blue to the highlights. To the midtones I added some red and some yellow. And to the shadows I think I added some blues and some cyan as well. On a touch of green. A very subtle effect, but it goes a long way. And here I added some blues to the blacks. Again, yeah. I added some blue to the darks, and here I changed the color. I made the water droplets colder. As you can see, they were kind of dim and yellowish, and I made them colder. Tried to make them clear, but they can't really see through. The water seems to be dirty. Mr. Bourson. And here I adjusted the overall luminosity of the image. You know, they say if the image doesn't look good in black and white, it wouldn't look good in color. So I created a black and white layer, set it to auto, and then changed it to luminosity, and this is what they did, even though I don't really love it. So I had to adjust the color to match the luminosity that the black and white layer gave me, and I eventually had to brighten the entire image and then change the color of the lips a bit to match the luminosity that the black and white layer gave me. I basically changed the hue of the red a bit and give it a nice pink natural look to the lips, and this is the overall change. So after that I adjusted my eyelashes, removed all the white stuff from on it. Basically I think it's water, but I removed all the white stuff from the eyelashes and cleaned up the little dots around the area. There's some tiny little dots on the eye makeup that I had to clean up. And also here I just cleaned up the makeup a bit. I wanted to leave this here to keep things natural. I didn't want it to look too perfect, so I kept this messy spot right here. And I think that was about it, and then I made some final adjustments. Made the image brighter, adjusted the hues of the reds. I added some more reds, I think. Added some saturation, and then I changed the hues of the yellows, actually, not the reds. and I made the background a lot darker again. And this is the final color adjustments I did. And then I liquefied the image very subtly, just on the nose, and then I made the cheekbone a bit higher, like in this little area right there, and then I kind of touch up the lip. And that was just about it. That was what I did. Very subtle adjustments, and they all add up to make this. And this is the final image. I really like the final image. Colors specifically. Not my best skin work, I would say, but I really love the colors. And this is the before. This is the after. I really love it. So I want to say thanks to Stefan Bourson for the image and Model Mayhem. If you guys want more, please remember to subscribe. Hopefully when I'm bored again, I would make more of these. I decided to retouch this image on my laptop monitor again, not on my 32-inch. I realized my 32-inch isn't very, my 27-inch, sorry, isn't calibrated as it should be, and I keep making very stupid decisions. But I really like the outcome of this image here. Also, yeah, if you guys want, you can check me out on Facebook at featheredpixels, Garth Williams retouch. Link, I'll post the link in the description. It's featheredpixels, facebook.com/featheredpixels retouch. You can see it here. I'll post the link in the description so you can check me out. Remember to subscribe, and also check out the photographer's website. It's Bourson. I can't remember exactly which website it is. Stefan Bourson, right? www.sbourson.com, and check out his work. He does some really nice work, and he's very generous, and he supplies the retouching community with some really good images, even though he doesn't like to pay. Anyway, that's about it for now. If there's anything you guys would like to know, you can feel free to leave a message. You can add me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, subscribe. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, this is the image. I'm looking for the forum that where it was posted. Right, this is the forum. If you guys want to give the image a shot, you can go check out. These are some of the images he supplied. If you want to give one of these images a shot retouching, you can just go follow this thread. I'll probably leave the description leave the description here as well. You guys can check it out. But there's some really nice images. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Goodbye.